I'm willing to bet that the vast majority of employers don't even know that the employee is supposed to get a day off to recover. I can see many.
That Pennsylvania employment lawyer talking about vaccine mandates and what happens if the shot has a side effect. These vaccine mandates are confusing, and the battle over their legality is playing out in the courts right now. Though, if your company requires you to get the COVID-19 vaccine, what happens if you have a side effect? Fox 43's Jackie DeTore finds out.
A Perry County woman contacted Fox 43 Finds Out, questioning a detail about COVID-19 vaccine mandates. She's a federal subcontractor and is required to get the vaccine through work. So she did. But when she had a side effect and couldn't work, she thought she could take the day off, still get paid, and not have to use her earned paid time off. It turns out that may not be the case. Fox 43 finds out how to know what your rights are if your employer mandates the vaccine and you have a reaction.
It's a big administrative bureaucratic disaster right now.
That about sums it up. Sidney Gold is an employment lawyer in Pennsylvania, and he says the COVID-19 vaccine mandates are confusing for everyone.
So unfortunately, with this confusion, the employee generally gets hurt the most.
While the courts hear debates about private company mandates, the COVID-19 shot requirement for federal employees, contractors, and subcontractors seems more likely to stick. Time is ticking for those employees to get the shot or risk losing their jobs. That's pretty clear. But what's unclear is what happens if an employee who is mandated to get the vaccine has a reaction to the shot, which, according to the CDC, is common. Fox 43 Finds Out asked Attorney Gold if that happens, is the company required to give an employee a paid day off to recover, or just have the employee have to use their own earned time?
An employee can take a day off or 2 days off, whatever is needed to recover. However, it will be charged against his accrued sick time. If the company doesn't provide any accrued or paid sick time, then the employer has to pay for the sick leave.
To confirm, we asked OSHA if that's true. A spokesperson told us that it is true right now for the private sector, but the federal field is a bit different. And as of right now, OSHA could not point to any document that gives any information about how a federal employer or contractor should handle that situation. Fox 43 Finds Out went through document after document and couldn't find any clear language on the matter either. The employment lawyer isn't surprised.
We haven't had enough time to implement these policies with any kind of clarity, predictability, nor have we considered this type of scenario.
So yeah, OSHA, the agency you would report a complaint to in this type of situation, doesn't even have a real answer right now. So here's the best way to just avoid the scenario, no matter who you work for. If your employer is mandating you get the COVID-19 vaccine, you should communicate with your employer and human resources in writing as to what you can expect if you need to recover from a side effect and take a day off. If you have a consumer story or scam you want me to look into, Fox 43 wants to find out. Let me know. Email Fox43 Finds Out at fox43.com or join the Fox 43 Finds Out group on Facebook.